So you found this video because you're thinking about starting a clothing brand. You already have a clothing brand and you're just a little bit lost. Hopefully I can offer some stuff to help you. I was gonna make this video where it's like 5 steps and do it the way everyone else does it. And honestly, I'm just gonna have a little conversation with you. I've been doing clothing for 20 years. For 14 years, I started my own clothing brand. 8 of those years, I decided to open a retail shop for my brand, and I've been doing it ever since. Why I'm talking to you is because, honestly, I'm old. I'm 47 years old. I was around when a lot of the streetwear started, as a consumer, as a fan, someone that was really into it. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of things have changed. I know there's a lot of gurus out there, and they're telling you that things are gonna be really easy. Buy this blank for 15 bucks. You can turn around, sell it for 75, 90 bucks. The quality is so good. Come get your printing with us, and we can make your shirts the same as any other streetwear brand out there. And while that may be the case, I want you to take a step back and think about where these guys are coming from. Are they coming from a place that truly does want to help you, or are you just a customer in their sights? In reality, there's thousands of people that try to start a clothing brand every day, and they think to themselves, the economy sucks, my job sucks, I hate it, I'm trying to find a way out. Maybe, just maybe, I can sell t-shirts and be rich like these other guys. And I know a lot of clothing brand owners. I know a lot of clothing brand guys that have been doing it passionately for years. There's not a lot of them that are super rich. I think they're very far and few between. A lot of them still do it because they're passionate about it. But as you notice, a lot of brands end as the person gets older because you're just out of it. Like, you get a house, you get a family, you need something more stable. It's a young man's game, and well, young man, young woman, it doesn't have to be a man, it's just figure of speech, but it's a young person's game. And if you're young and you're willing to grind, it's possible, but it's going to take time. You know, a lot of people come to me and they ask me, like, what advice do you have? And I want to tell you, times have changed a lot. I think that there used to be a time when you can create a brand and the brand spoke for itself. But with all the garbage that's out there, it's really easy to get lost in it. A lot of guys come up with brands and they say like, brand blah 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 streetwear. And I'll tell you, as soon as you add the term streetwear to your brand, you are in fact a culture vulture. And this is not the place for you. It's not gonna work. It's basically saying the most inauthentic garbage known to man is what I'm trying to sell you. So if you have that in your name, like, just turn this video off, just stop. But if you're willing to understand, I really think street culture was things that people were doing based in the streets. These are the things that we wore while we did those things out on the street. I think it's evolved into being like streetwear means it's cropped with drop shoulders and a boxy fit. But I'll tell you, like, if you really want to have a successful brand, you need to have an understanding of who your customers are and what you're about. You can make a successful clothing brand based on anything, as long as you're true to it and there's other people in the world that also believe in it. So let's say, for example, you want to make a brand about, fishing. Like, the jokes that you make, other fishermen are going to relate to. The experiences of catching a fish, going out into the ocean, not catching anything, going to the grocery store and having to buy a fish to tell your wife that you caught this or something. Like, that's something relatable that only fishermen can understand. And it's like authentic. But if you make a brand that says like fisherman streetwear, that is the stupidest, most idiotic thing that you can do. And I'm sorry that you spent your money on anything involved in that. You wouldn't believe how many people are searching for how to start a brand for $50, $100, $150. And the reality is, like, if you really want to start a brand, it costs $0. You need to sit there up in some peaceful place, asking yourself, like, who are these customers? What kind of stuff do you want to make? And what is the whole point in you doing it? If it's just about the cash, there's a billion other things that you can do to make cash. But if it's about like quick cash, just go copy, some big brand, get their font, add your name, try to sell to your cousins and your uncles and their friends. And after that, you're done, because like there's no substance to your brand. But if you want something to last, again, be a part of the community, be a part of the culture. If it's something that you love, it's going to show, it's going to be authentic. The algorithm's going to find you. The people that are also into those things, they're going to find you because they're into it and you're into it, and you can live a happy, long life. Anyone that tells you this is going to be easy, it's not going to be. It's going to take time. So like, if you're thinking about quitting your job because you want to start this brand and you want to go start a brand using AI, spending $0, I honestly think you're an idiot. And anyone that pushes that, I don't know how you sleep at night. I think it sucks. I think that and I know, this is a message to you, and I know, clothing is really hard. And there's so many people that you've tried to influence with whatever you're doing because your YouTube videos are successful. You end up getting Google AdSense, you end up getting paid ads, whatever you're doing, that's where your money's coming from. It's not from, your streetwear brand that you're cutting on a Cricut. Like, realistically, that's not where it's at. That's not where it's at. And it's sad to see people spend their hard-earned money on all these blank t-shirts, putting a vinyl sticker on it, trying to sell it to their friends, thinking that they're going to find a way out from whatever whack life they're living right now. So my message to you is like, why I'm doing this? Honestly, I'm on the end stage of my clothing career. Like, I've been doing it for a long time. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I print all my stuff. I design all my stuff. The passion for art, a lot of it has been lost because the reality is we're all pushing merchandise, and merchandise gets old. Like, you lose your passion for it when the quality of your work is based on units sold. That's a whole different topic with the whole mental state of it. But, realistically, I'm just on the end of my career. I know that there's a lot of people that want to start, and I know that people can do it. I've seen people do it. But I know that a lot of people from my era, they can go on tours and tell people, this is how I do it, write books and whatnot. And I'm going to be honest with you, like, that was a different time. And there was a time when it was a lot easier to start a brand. There were only like 10 brands for street culture that existed. And there were maybe like 100 people that you saw on the internet trying to do something of the sort. Now, it's flooded with garbage. It's easy to get lost in the trash. And I do see people doing amazing things. And hopefully they succeed. But I also see a lot of people doing it wrong. And I know how much financial strain running a clothing brand has caused me. I know the hours that I've put in it rather than spending it with loved ones. And I know that just the craziness that it's caused my brain. So my goal in making this video is really to offer some kind of like realistic advice to you. And I hope that you make it. But I hope that I can knock you onto the right lane where you can just cruise and have potential to actually succeed, rather than get distracted by all the people that are just trying to take from you. So I wish you luck. I wish you much success. All I'm telling you is just be careful, be smart, take a step back sometimes and think about the information that you're getting, and just be honest with yourself. And I think it's going to all work. Focus 90% of your energy really building your community, building people that are like-minded, trying to find them, and it will all work out.